What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the vlog, man. First off, I'm sorry. I've been gone. I've been away. I have a good reason though, because of this little booger right here. She wanted to come out early. She wanted to come out a month early. Actually, a little bit over a month early, but she's doing good and she's adapting, and I think she's about normal size. So I'm loving it. I'm loving having a newborn. So, but anyway, sorry for the long delays. And man, it's been trucking hasn't been the same here lately. Even on the flatbed side, I'm getting ready to move over onto the flatbed side. But the good thing is that I only have to pay the same amount to move over into the flatbed. So I renew my insurance and I'm paying the same amount of money to move over or add on flatbed into my outfit. So I think I'm gonna do it anyway. It's gonna be a better option. I can find a van out there, but I think having a flatbed option would be a better route for me. Well, that's the end of that block. I gotta say, that was not an easy block. Too many miles driving in California, and it's just they had me running 723 miles driving in California during the day. 723 total miles. That's crazy. That's too many doggone miles for California during the day. At night, yeah, but during the day, no way. All right, well, time to get some of that cheap fuel. Cheap as in it's under $5. Okay, so as far as this goes, I don't know, hard to tell, hard to judge on if it's making a difference. I'm having issue right now. I think I'm gonna check the depth filter and the metering valve. So once I get those checked out and make sure they're good to go, then I guess that's the only way, like I know the box should be good. Hopefully it's still good. I mean, if it's not, we're deleting this son of a gun. We ain't going no further than freaking $1,000 and putting money in the damn thing. But it's fuel wise, I say it's doing better. I feel like, because like back then I was averaging 6.5, right? 6.5 to 6.8. Even doing Amazon, even last year. So I would say that's about, I would say the most 6.6 on average throughout the whole year last year. And this year so far it's looking like I'm doing about close to 7. Or not this year, but since I started using that, it looks like I'm doing about 7.2. Yeah, about 7.2, 7.3. I mean, I would say at least above 7. The reason why it's showing 122 miles on, or not miles, but 122 gallons on 100 or 730 miles is because it's I was stuck in traffic, like 5-hour traffic, freaking, it's California, just traffic, stop and go, stop and go. So you can't really see how she's doing as far as MPG wise. And here we are several days later. Obviously we got to work on the truck, but here's what we got to do. So the depth filter light came on. Well, it's not specifically depth filter, but we're gonna replace the filter, and it's showing poor depth quality. And also we're gonna replace the depth metering valve. It's all factory in there, so I might as well just go ahead and change them out. I'm just gonna go ahead and have a starting point. So at least once I get these changed out, we'll see where we are, if we're still gonna, because it gave me 2 codes right while I was on that block, and those two codes were poor depth quality on both ends, and what do you call it? And of course your SCR conversion. But SCR conversion is always a what you call it. It's a default code for the outlet knock sensor. I can't even think right now. But anyway, so we're gonna change the depth metering valve and the depth filter. And also, if you ever heard your truck go like when it's idling, it's surging, it go more than likely the cost of that is this right here, is the fuel quantity valve, which also they refer to as QV quantity something valve. Anyway, so that's what that is. That goes on the side of your fuel pump, and we're gonna also change that. That one's gonna be a little bit more tricky, but we're gonna make it happen. Also, we're changing the front passenger blower. I don't know why they call it passenger, but it's on the passenger side. So, and I did not know that there is a revised motor, blower motor for that. So they have to give you a wiring harness for it. Anyway, why am I've been getting that? It's the code is 15 something, and then it has a subcode. Therefore, it's showing that that motor has some kind of restriction. So we're just gonna go ahead and replace it. So make sure there's no drag, make sure there's no restriction on it, and then we'll start from there. All these parts right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some brake cleaner cost almost $2,000 bucks. Man, it's getting crazy out there. Speaking of getting crazy, I can tell Amazon, there's a lot of carriers that are new to Amazon. The reason why I say that, because I see a lot of new faces, a lot of new trucks, especially out here in the Vegas area. Now, I know a lot of them are new also the way they book loads on the load board. I mean, just take a look at this, right? Come on, don't book these loads, man. You cannot work for $240 for 10 hours or whatever, man. It's too much work. And trust me, I get it. I really do. It's rough out here, man. The rates are ridiculously low. The rates are low because the freight is low. It's a slow season now, and there's too many carriers, too many truckers out there. So that's why the rates are the way they are. You know, that's one of the main reasons. These brokers are always going to take advantage of these situations. You know, us carriers, we took advantage of it last year when there was a lot of freight and there was not enough truck drivers. So we took advantage of it, and this time it's their turn to do it. Now, how you gonna manage through this and still survive in trucking is all up to you. I hope you did your research or whatever, you know, but man, it's tough out here. It really is. I see the rates are getting ridiculous, and even on the flatbed side. But I can still see a lot of potential on the flatbed side, so that's why I am moving over onto the flatbed side. I'm not gonna do full-time flatbed. I'm still gonna be doing Amazon stuff. So it's we'll see how it goes. You know, it's just that, man, it's rough out here, and I'm looking at all the load boards. I'm looking at everything. Amazon, when people see Amazon rates, they're like, oh man, Amazon is cheap, right? Well, Amazon, they know what they're doing. Whoever the manager is over there, whoever running that stuff over there, they know what they're doing because of the fact that they base it off the current market price. You know, they're not trying to cheat anybody. They're just trying to be competitive. You know, they don't want to pay too much, and at the same time, they don't want to pay too low. So they just want to be able to move their freight. They have people that are moving freight at a below average market-wise, because of the fact that Amazon makes it easier on them. That's why. And I don't blame them for that. I would do it too, you know? And here lately, I haven't been moving. And I've been busy and I haven't been moving. And it's it's been tough. Like I said before in previous videos, I will not move unless it's within $3 range, you know. And you know, my last one, man, that went to 270 all miles paid, and I don't like that, you know. But this is the reality that we're at, you know. I mean, I'm still gonna make a profit out of 270 a mile. It's just not as much as when it was last year, you know. So I think a lot of us got spoiled from last year, you know, specifically referring to myself, because you know I'm new into being an owner operator. Therefore I don't know how to be an owner operator except that what the rate was last year, you know, and that was amazing rates. So I can't, you know, you can't really blame a lot of these new owner operators really. But at the same time, you know, I hope they were all prepared. Me, I was doing a lot of reading and research, and I got prepared for it, and I got mentally prepared. You know what I mean? And this is one of the reasons why I am still staying on the positive side when it comes to numbers wise, because of the fact that I'm able to do my own work on this truck and troubleshoot it, and not have to get it towed, not have to get it looked at by the dealership and whatnot. And so that's a lot of money, you know. Like if I was to get this troubleshot when it gave me 2 times, it derated me to 55 miles per hour, that would have been an easy $1,000, man. Easy, just to figure out what's going on. And probably would never figure out what's going on. And this is the kind of things that some of these carriers are going through, man. These owner operators, you know. And I feel for you. I really do. You know, that's why I spend a lot of time online and researching these trucks, you know. I got to know this truck, Freightliner, to be specific. I got to know these Freightliners really well, and I'm very comfortable with them, and that's why I don't panic. And I got the tools that I need to survive through this, you know, and even at these rates. I know that was a long-winded update, but that's what's going on right now, you know. That block I did a couple nights ago, that's the only load I've done in about a month and a half. Man, it's been rough out here. I'm being very choosy, but I mean, you can't be choosy forever, you know. Oh, anyway, also, let me talk to y'all. Y'all be careful out there, man. There's freaking people out here that are just freaking scandalous, man. Take a look at this. This freaking guy, for some reason, he was able to get fuel off my fuel card without physically having the fuel card and get money off that card. Man, Loves, he got it from the Loves. Whoever's over there, they're in cahoots with that individual, whoever that is, you know. And these son of a gun had the nerves to go get diesel. If you're a trucker, man, I hope your shit burns down to hell. I promise you. I really do hope that happens to you, because it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me. But if it was somebody else, man, if that was the last bit of their money in that cash account, man, I mean, come on, those people were gonna get stuck, man. They're gonna get stuck, and they're gonna have to take advantage and stuff like that, man. It's crazy, man. I don't know how they doing it, but y'all be careful out there. People are getting scammed with their fuel card, and people are getting money off these fuel cards, man. Just be careful out there. I'm letting you know. I mean, I disputed this. This happened on July the 4th. Yeah, this happened on July the 4th. I was out and doing a block. It was on a spot market, but I was doing a block, and freaking hey, this guy, man. I get a call from TCS. TCS is like, hey, we see a potential scam activity in your account. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Sure enough, I pull up the account, man, and all I see is just negative 500 something in my account. Oh, negative 300 something. I was like, what the heck? And then it showed that I fueled somewhere in the Loves in between, or on the, I think it's on the I-5. I can't remember the town name. I'm gonna pop it up, but anyway, man, I don't know how they did it. I really don't, because you can't even fuel over 10 cents on that card, because it's a cash account, right? So whatever's cash in there, that's the only thing that's available. But yet they were able to go negative 300 something on that. Come on, man. There has to be something going on with whoever processed that transaction to give that individual that cash, man. That's some scandalous shit, man, I tell you. But until next time, we'll see y'all, man. Oh, also, one thing I forgot to mention, they did refund me my money. I know they were eventually going to, because all you had to do was file the dispute. They know I didn't do the damn thing, and I'm pretty sure they went to go get footage, you know, just to make sure it wasn't me. When they got the footage, hopefully, like I said, hopefully they caught that son of a gun. We'll see y'all next time.